Hello, everybody. Hey, thank you for being here. It's time to go to the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
I got a lot to talk about today. The first is your phone may be adding to your allergies. We just have our phones with us so much, and it constantly exists in our hands or in our sight that it's just part of us, so we don't think about everything that it picks up along the way. Now, when it comes to allergies, if you're sneezing or wheezing, it could be because of your phone, because again, dog, cat dander, pollen, mold, anything that's in the air can actually be on your phone. And if you're putting it up to your face, you're breathing it right in.
I don't put it up to my face. Like, rarely
Ever?
do I put my phone up to my face. I don't make calls. Or if I do, it's speaker.
Okay, I'm talking to normal folks, not even myself, because I don't talk on the phone.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
FaceTime.
This is fascinating to me because
Yes,
I put
most
it up to my
people-
face all the time.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
all right.
absolutely. Sometimes Amy's up there licking her phone, and I'm like, Amy, weird. But no, really, if you have bad allergies and you're fighting them and you're taking medicine or you're staying away from places, remember your phone, you can gently wipe it with a disinfecting wipe so that it doesn't have all that crap on it. That's what's up. That's from the Asthma and Immunology Research Journal. Okay? If it had been from goober.com, it'd have been a
Wouldn't
different
believe it.
story, but this is real. A teenage brother uses a slingshot to help fight off a man attempting to abduct his 8-year-old sister.
Dang.
Now, this whole story was crazy because the kid just sees the guy come out of the woods and grab his sister. Listen to this. A guy from Alpena Township helped fight off an attempted kidnapper. Michigan State Police reported that an 8-year-old girl was out in the backyard when a suspect, because there was a wood line into their backyard, walked out of the woods into their backyard area.
What the crap?
This sounds like a creepy story that people just, it's like an urban legend, like the kidnapper from the woods.
Yeah.
But it was real. The suspect grabbed the girl, 8 years old, and held her mouth shut and then started to drag her through the woods. The girl's brother, who's 13, saw the suspect and started shooting him using a slingshot. He hit the abductor in the head and the chest.
Oh my.
First of all, who uses a sling? Good for that kid.
David and Goliath or something.
I mean, I don't know how to use that slingshot. I never use a slingshot. Maybe a potato gun. Boom!
Oh, yeah, those are cool.
But that he was that accurate with a slingshot, or that would even stop the guy. I'd have been like, slingshot thing.
So hit him on the
it
head,
hurts.
and then what do you do? Like, get knocked out?
But still, unless you're knocked out,
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm surprised the abductor just didn't keep abducting and just keep running as getting hit. But hit him twice. They found the suspect hiding in a nearby gas station. The guy had injuries, so I don't know what he was shooting at him. Maybe ninja stars. Phew. Did you know in David and Goliath that David was actually the favorite to win that fight? If you go back and
What, like
understand where
DraftKings?
they were coming
Or odds?
from. Well, they didn't have odds on it. But they say slingshot, but really the most valuable fighters were those guys that had the slingshot, the slingers.
Yeah.
And so from a distance, they could kill from forever away. They were basically sharpshooters. And that's what he was.
Okay.
Over time, that story has turned into because the story, accurate, and they know exactly where it happened, and the description was true, but that story has turned into a underdog type story when really everybody knew David's about to whoop his butt. They brought down the biggest guy to fight, but he's physical, and he's wearing armor, and but David's like, I don't have to get near you. Watch this. Down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop telling that story, though.
Well, the story itself is not wrong, but what that story has kind of morphed into, an underdog tale. Mm-hmm. I still like it for that if it inspires somebody, but it really wasn't.
Right. I saw little kid, big kidnapper. Bing,
Yeah.
bing.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
I need to know what he was doing, what he was flinging.
Shooting. Yeah.
Probably marbles.
Rocks.
I don't know. It
Marbles
wouldn't have stopped
or
me from
rocks.
abducting. A marble wouldn't have. I'd have kept on abducting. That was going to hurt me.
But maybe
it has to be something that cuts.
he was shocked. I feel like maybe he was like, I don't know what just hit me, but I need to get out of here.
Or maybe he just sees somebody see him
Right.
because he got shot and
Yeah.
lets the kid go.
Golly.
But that walking out of the woods and grabbing a young kid
Scary.
stuff, that is bananas. Crazy. There you go. That's that one. Good for that kid, that 13-year-old, for just seeing it happen. A guitar Kurt Cobain destroyed on stage sold for $600,000. It was also signed by all three members of Nirvana. A piece of Kurt Cobain history went on sale. The original estimate was $60,000, but now it's at basically $600,000. And it's not even from an award show or famous one. It's just an all beat up guitar that they all signed, and that's pretty cool too.
That's really cool.
And the fact that he's dead, not that that's cool, but the fact that's why the value is extremely high. So there's that. I was watching a clip yesterday of, you familiar with Nirvana, Amy?
Yeah.
How many songs can you name?
Entertain us. Here we are
I'm
now.
not singing that right side chill, but what do you
Teen
think?
Spirit. Smells like.
Yeah,
Teen Spirit smells like.
Teen Spirit smells like. Yeah.
Smells like Teen. No, I know because
I know you do know Nirvana. I'm giving you a hard time.
Your favorite band.
No, not my favorite. My favorite's Counting Crows.
Okay,
But one of my favorites,
from a
yeah.
season.
Yes. But I'm asking.
From your grunge days.
Yeah. No, I always thought I was grunge just because I was poor. There's a difference. How many songs can you name?
Of that,
Nirvana.
Okay, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Give me a hint for one more. I know it.
Come as you are.
Yeah, as you are.
That's it. Good. I was watching a clip. I'm just giving you a hard time about Nirvana. Unless you wear a shirt, then it gets serious. If she comes in a Nirvana shirt,
Lucky for
You
you,
need
I
to know
don't
3 songs.
have one, and
Yeah.
I was never grunge.
there's a video they were playing the MTV Music Awards, and the bassist Chris Novoselic at the end of it throws his guitar up and tries to catch it. It's in it. He can't catch it. And hits him right in the face and knocks him out. Just boom, right on stage.
Yeah, that was cool.
Terrible and hilarious. Didn't do it on. He didn't throw it up and be like, oh, I'm grunge, I'm rock. I'm gonna let
Yeah.
hit me. He tried to catch it. Boom, right in his face. Hilarious now, but
Yeah, because he's okay. He's all right.
yeah, I think he's in politics now. Or was.
Yeah, I remember
In, like,
seeing
Seattle,
that a
yeah.
while back.
Amy, can you name any Pearl Jam songs?
Of course you can.
I could if you give me a hint.
Oh, I got one.
What?
Daughter.
Oh, wow.
Don't call me daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Can you name any Counting Crow songs?
Yeah, around here.
Wow.
Come on, Amy. I got one more.
It's a big one.
Mr. Jones.
That's
Yeah,
it.
not really the melody, but I like it.
Mr. Jones
That
and
is
me.
good.
Yeah. I had the CD, so I'm just trying to.
Good for you.
What the,
Long
go through it.
Long September?
Oh, long September.
No, December. I'm just
December.
kidding. It's December.
Okay, I would believe whatever you said. I know the beat. Long December.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe or something.
Reason.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jay-Z and Beyonce bought a new home for $200 million.
Whoa. That's so cool.
It set a
man.
record for the most expensive house ever sold in California, and they paid in cash.
Yeah, how do you do that? That's
Cash.
crazy. That's crazy.
How do they do that? They're both really wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both wildly rich. Can you name a Jay-Z song?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh boy.
You know, concrete jungle.
Yeah, where is that? Amy? Where is that concrete jungle?
In New York.
There you go.
Is that Alicia Keys?
What's it called?
Concrete jungle where dreams are made.
Empire State of Mind. Is that
That's
one?
it.
Can you name another one?
Yes. I just need a hint.
If you haven't.
100 minus 1.
99 problems in.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay, good. How about Beyonce? Can you name any Beyonce songs?
Yeah. Put a ring on it. Oh, sing it.
To the left, to the left.
That's good.
Yeah, everything owns in the box to the left.
Everything you own. is in the box.
Independent.
Okay, I like it. And that's a look in Amy's brain. Senators give satellite phones a security measure. Did you see this yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Members of the U.S. Senate have been issued special phones as security measure. So if everything goes down, they can call. But everybody's like, why are they doing it right now?
They've never done this before? Oh.
Satellite phones have been offered to all members of Senate. They're designed to be used for emergency communication during a disruptive event. That's from CBS News. Is it that they know the aliens are coming?
Oh. No, probably not.
No.
No, I feel like, are they preparing? Yeah, it makes me think of that show Lone Survivor.
Yeah, that was good for like a season.
I think it only lasted like what?
No, it went to Netflix and they kept making.
Really?
Yeah.
That's Keeper
Keeper
Sutherland?
Sutherland.
Yeah, they have one person. They go. What's up?
Oh, designated, whatever. Lone Survivor's the.
Designated.
I look into
Oh
my
God.
brain.
I look into Amy's brain.
I know.
everybody.
Okay, Lone Survivor.
And we disagreed.
Okay,
Yeah.
is a book. Marcus Luttrell.
Yeah,
He's a
got it.
Navy SEAL
Yeah,
that
we saw that.
survived
Yeah, we saw
alone.
that. It was great.
Okay, I'm just making sure y'all know where I'm at. And then Designated Survivor is the one that gets picked to like go into a safe room and then they.
In case everything else blows up and they have
Right.
to run the country.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was good though, wasn't it? For
Yeah, it was awesome.
A scientist and all of his contemporaries, they figured out how many T-Rexes existed back in the day. And one of you didn't believe in dinosaurs.
That was me. No, I didn't. It's not that I didn't believe. I just thought that was kind of like a fake thing that they told kids.
That
Yeah.
means you didn't believe.
Like I went to a museum and they had a huge
That
mold.
does mean not lunchbox.
That is the
yes.
exact
That means you
definition.
didn't believe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't believe it, I guess.
Yeah.
And then recently I realized, like, no, they were real and they roamed the earth. That's really crazy.
What are other? Can you give me another example of something? Be sensitive, but don't say the one
What do you mean?
in red. Be something that you think they told kids only to believe. but that wasn't true. Is there another example of that?
Like
you think of?
like carrots can make you see better.
Oh, okay. So maybe I believe that too. I'm talking, but just for kids. Because I don't know. It feels like that was something you assigned. Dinosaurs can't be real. That's just something they tell kids.
Yeah.
So
No, I felt like that was a chance for my parents to be like, no, they are real. But I don't think my parents even knew.
Okay, don't throw them under the bus
I'm just
because you didn't
saying.
know.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
think that's fair for
Like,
you to
they
do
sh-
that to your
They
parents.
should have told me that they were real.
Anyway, they said there were 1.7 billion Tyrannosaurus rexes
That's
on
crazy.
the planet at one time before the asteroid hit.
That was real, the asteroid?
Eddie, I wasn't there. I haven't
that's
seen
what I'm
any
saying.
sort of doorbell cam,
There's no TikTok on that?
but I think it is universally believed by scientists that an asteroid hit and killed off a lot of that type of animal.
Man,
The
that's
big
crazy.
dinosaurs, obviously. The little things have turned into possibly creatures now. That being said, if an asteroid can hit then, an asteroid can hit now.
Isn't it crazy when you see a rhinoceros? That's
That's a
almost
dinosaur.
that's almost a dinosaur. Amazing.
What animals do you ever look at and go, that's crazy that exists?
An alligator?
Bro, silverback gorilla. That's at the
Yeah.
zoo.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. Those things they shouldn't have them even locked at a zoo. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I enjoy looking at it, but then I felt guilty. It's like watching one of those Netflix series on Ted Bundy. I'm like, I'm so into this. I hate myself, but I need to watch episode 2. And so that silverback gorilla was that for me.
They're crazy because they're like dudes. Like they look
Dude.
at you and they're like,
And they can take you and rip your head off your body.
Yeah.
They're massive.
Whales.
Yeah, I haven't been able to see them in person.
Rhinoceros.
The rhinoceros I've seen, which we said, that's
what
cool.
we
Giraffe.
just said. Yeah.
Giraffes are
I'm-
crazy.
Those are cool.
Yeah, those are
You ever see a
weird.
neck on a giraffe?
Yeah, they're very long.
Yeah.
Of course you've seen a neck on a giraffe.
Very
But if you
long.
see it in real life, it's like something your parents told you that existed that you really didn't believe.
Told you. But see, what's crazy is that they're designed to eat stuff from the top of the tree.
Not designed. I would say the only ones that ever survived in that area where they could get food were the ones with the longest neck. So the ones that kept being born had that genetic, so they lived to be that.
Oh my gosh, this is literally the biology final I was just studying for.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But genetics?
Natural selection, too. It's
yes,
like,
this is it.
this
I
is-
mean,
We're
Tell
so,
us more.
We're so lucky we've even been born because every factor had to work out exactly right for us to be born. Meaning, some humans had to be certain height or a certain size to order just to survive they were in or be ready for this kind of weather or temp. Animals, giraffes, in that area you couldn't get food unless you were tall enough to get it. So all the giraffes that weren't tall enough died. So the only ones that lived were the really long neck ones. So they just had more really long neck babies. So I mean, you could just do this forever.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's deep.
But how did
It's not deep. It's
Science? Okay.
How did giraffes not get eaten? Because it looks like they're very skinny.
They can run pretty fast,
Is that what it is? Because
Yeah.
I feel like someone could just go at the neck.
but they
'cause there's a-
can. I mean, they do get eaten some.
yeah.
And it is a real vulnerability, that neck.
I mean, it's wide open.
That's
Right.
survival of the fittest, right? When you get
That's
eaten?
natural
That's
selection.
it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things, though. Like, it falls under that.
And giraffes stay in groups, too, a lot of times. But still, yes, they still die sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, that neck,
I guess
man.
I go to the zoo and they never did.
I'd
so-
karate chop that neck if I was like trying to fight a giraffe. What's it going to do? And I'd get real low. Because how low can that head actually go?
I think it goes to the ground.
Yeah, but it ain't have much power down
Okay.
there. And then I have my buddy jump on top from the other top of the neck.
okay.
Okay. I could beat up a kangaroo, though. Before we end this conversation
we
about
go.
animals,
Here we go.
I could
Here
whoop a
we go.
kangaroo's butt. Random kangaroo. Stop sending me 1 in a million muscle kangaroos, listeners. If I just went to Australia and they said, first kangaroo you see, you're going to fight, I bet on me. Because odds are I'm not going to find one of those super muscular kangaroos out there. And I'm going to whoop the crap out of it. And then I'm going to go, who's next up?
You're going to fight 2 of them then?
Possibly, if I beat the one up so bad. Other news. Credit cards are used the most, but we use cash for the types of purchases that we're embarrassed by.
Like,
Well, I don't know. I was going to ask you guys. Research found that people pay in cash when they're making purchases they're not proud of. That way, there's not a bill to remind them or anybody else they live with that they bought it. I mean, that could even mean dirty stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Cash?
yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
where he was
could,
going.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's from the Journal of the Association for Consumer Research. All right. I think that's it for the news. That's a pretty weird one, but you know what? Dang it, we're here. Thank you. Close it up.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, we'll come back in a second. I want to share a very embarrassing day for me that I don't know if I'm going to get made fun of or not, but I feel like this is a safe place and I'll share. Actually, I don't feel safe at all, but I'll share anyway. We'll come back with that next. I've been very fortunate because of this job. I've made some cool friends. For example, Chris Tomlin, the singer, Christian singer, but love the guy. Just such a nice dude. We'll like text, and I'm always like, dang, Chris Tomlin, that's so cool. And so he texts me, and it's like, hey, we're doing a charity golf tournament. Would you play? And it was like 6 months ago. And I'll agree to anything like 6 months out because I don't feel like it's ever really going to happen.
Right.
And it was like in the middle of the day, and so I said, yeah, sure. Well, all of a sudden, it's on my calendar, like Chris Tomlin charity golf tournament. And so I'm ready to go play. And what I then realized, it was Chris Tomlin's charity celebrity golf tournament. So I'm like, okay, cool. But that's always weird for me because then what happens is, and I would do it again. I'm just letting you know the awkwardness of me associated with anything celebrity, is I go to this tournament and there are these people that pay a bunch of money because it's for a charity to play golf on a nice course and with a celebrity. And so I just want to get ahead of it. And so I email the person running it and I say, can I see a list of all the celebrities? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I look at the list and there's a lot, like 20 or so. I'm by far the least celebrity of all. So I know my group is going to be so disappointed when they're like, okay, everybody, let's do our celebrity call and see who you're with. And they're listing people like Drew Brees.
Whoa. Celebrity.
Right. So they're like Drew Brees, who Super Bowl champion, New Orleans Saints.
Amy, you know him, right?
Westlake High School.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so they had to be like, oh, I wonder if they got Drew Brees, I wonder who I'm going to get. And they're like, Shay from Dan and Shay. And he's like, ooh, walking to the golf carts with them. And I'm going, oh no, my group's going to be so disappointed. And they're listing people like Ben Roethlisberger, who played for the Steelers.
Who's that, Amy?
I'd prefer your group.
Vince Gill.
Ah, that's good.
So I'm already pre-embarrassed.
Uh-huh.
So they're like, okay, here's this group, Bobby Bones. I go over with the group, and we just drive over to the tee, and they're very nice. And one of the guys says, excuse me, hey, what do you do? And if anyone ever has to ask what you do, you ain't a celebrity. And I said, well, I do a radio show, iHeartRadio. It's pretty big. Do some TV shows, write some books. And he's like, oh, wow. How long you been doing that? And I'm like, my whole life.
A long
I'm like, don't
time.
worry, it's not a big day. He's like, I'm so sorry that we don't know who you are. None of them did. They ended up being awesome guys and had a great time with them. But it's all. I looked at the list because I have a list.
Who's on the list?
I'm like I would be the person I would be least excited to be with, and I just felt so bad for them. So then, at 9 holes, they switch you over to another group, and I had to relive it
Do
again.
It all over again?
It was like times 2, where they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" It is that, and I would do it again tomorrow because if whatever Chris asked me to do is for a great cause, I would maybe I don't know.
So
find out people who know, like. I don't know. I just felt bad. I felt bad.
Here's the deal. Like, I don't think you realize how famous you are.
First of all, I am not famous. I'm known in pockets. I'm regionally known in certain pockets. We all are, but I don't think fame is the word I would use.
I want to hear the rest of this list, and I think we can decide if you're more famous than them.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Come on, let's do it.
This is the worst game I've ever
Come
heard.
on.
Yeah. I mean, I have a feeling.
Do I get to vote too, though?
Yeah, sure.
You
Your
already
vote
know.
counts.
You're putting yourself at
Yeah.
the.
I'm gonna tell you guys. I looked at the whole list and I was like, I'm the worst.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Can I ask how they decided to pair? Is it
Like randomly,
random?
yeah.
It's not like, okay, you donated this much, so you get this guy, and you donated.
I think it's random
Okay.
because people I was with pretty rich.
They should do more research on that. Like, have you ever watched American Idol? All
They were
right,
like-
we got your guy.
Okay. I'll just go down some of them.
Come on.
Chris Tomlin, obviously.
Yes.
Chris.
Chris.
By far.
Chris.
Pretty famous.
Shay, Dan and Shay.
Shay.
Amy, I thought you didn't want to be in this.
Amy.
I don't know about that.
Amy's like, I don't want to play. Shay.
See, the thing with Shay is if it's not Dan and Shay, that's
Then-
a little harder.
Exactly, I agree with him. If he's not together,
Oh, I don't agree with that at
Oh,
all. That's
100%.
Shay, the lead singer
No.
of
For
Dan
sure.
and Shay.
One of the best singers we've ever heard in our lives.
Right.
Drew Brees.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Drew
Bounce.
Brees
Sorry,
wins.
dude.
Drew.
don't be sorry. It's just truth.
Tyler Hubbard.
Oh,
Tyler.
you. Again,
Tyler.
if it's not FGL,
Yeah.
who's Tyler Hubbard?
Okay, come on.
I think that's different than Shay.
He's
I think he isn't really known as being Tyler Hubbard yet.
Correct.
oh.
I still think it's him, but I think it's way different than Shay.
That's you.
Okay.
Yep.
Kirk Herbstreit.
You.
He's
This is
legendary.
It's him. He's College Game Day.
Yeah.
He's Amazon NFL.
Yeah.
He's like that. He's the dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
I even know who he is,
You do, Amy?
sports wise.
Okay, Kirk.
Dave Ramsey.
Dave.
You.
I say you.
You.
I say
You.
you.
Are y'all crazy?
There aren't a lot of people in debt. Well, I
Dave
guess there are,
Ramsey's been
actually.
around
Yeah.
for a very long time, has sold tons of books.
So is Bobby.
How many?
Tons
Thank
of
you.
books.
Thank
Tons
you.
and okay.
Tons and tons.
But you can pick whoever you want.
I think you're
Have you
more
ever
famous
read
than Dave.
Stanley's First Day of School?
Have
Amy?
you?
Huh?
Answer his question.
Yeah, I read it to my son.
Marcus Allen.
Oh,
Marcus
no.
Allen.
Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
Athlete.
Legendary NFL football
Yeah.
player. Yeah. No, I mean, obviously Vince Gill. I'm not going to read that one.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
That's obviously
Vince.
Vince Gill. Nate Bargatze.
You.
You.
I'm going to say you. He's hot right now, but still you.
What?
No. I mean, like he's
I'm
on
gonna
fire.
go. I'm gonna go Nate. He's kind of been killing it.
Yeah, right now,
on
currently.
Netflix, and I think he sold out Bridgestone.
Who is he?
Comedian.
Never heard of him.
You're a comedy dude.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard Nate Bargatze.
I think he's good because he's like a clean comedian.
He is. That's what's awesome
Right.
about
Let
him.
me check him
yeah.
out. Let me out. Nate
Lunchbox is like Nate Bugazzi.
Bugatti.
No, that's a different play. He's great. He's great.
All right, there he is, comedian.
No, nothing.
Now,
Colt McCoy.
you.
Colt.
You. Sorry,
Really?
Colt.
Colt.
Yes.
He played in the NFL.
He still
Yeah,
does.
yeah, but he didn't.
But
He's
he's
like
a
12
backup.
years, and
He just
played
sits there with
played
his
for the
helmet on.
Longhorns.
Where's he at now? What team?
Exactly.
Exactly. No.
Move on.
No, not exactly. I'm
Okay.
genuinely-
Anyway, do you guys see why I'm so awkward at this?
Hey, one more.
I don't like it because Mason Crosby.
You.
He's a kicker.
Really?
Yeah, he's
He's
just a
kicked for the
kicker.
Packers for over.
Doesn't
Who
matter.
cares?
I would be
One-
much more excited to be with him than me.
I mean, I'd like to meet him, but still you.
Yeah, you're more famous. Like, go into a bar, more people are going to recognize you than him.
I don't go into bars.
Okay, go
point.
into a department store.
Is,
He didn't
is
do
that
that
your
either.
the way you measure it? Walk into a department store. How
Yes.
many people say hi?
Exactly. Mason Crosby, unless you're in Green Bay, no one's going to know who he is, or Georgetown, where he's from.
But I don't know. But everybody was freaking out. I was too. I was like, "That's Mason Crosby. That's pretty
Did he
cool."
kick anything?
But also, here's the thing too about being known. It's so no, he
Very
didn't kick
close.
anything.
Okay.
He kicked his golf ball the whole time. He teed it up and kicked it.
Was he hitting him wide left?
Don't you think too? Because
That's
it's a sport. Like it's golf. Like you got athletes there to play
Yes.
golf, and so if they're paired with an athlete,
Yeah,
even if they're the kicker for whatever, it's like whoa.
Yeah, it's either you can go with a kicker who's going to be in the Hall of Fame or a guy who plays Carly Pearce songs. You pick. Right?
That's
Those
tough.
dudes aren't going to pick the dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
but you showed up. You did the thing. You
I
did
did.
good.
I showed up.
Proud
I
of
did the
you.
thing. We raised a bunch of money.
Good.
It's very awkward.
I wonder who your guys got the second 9.
I saw. I went and talked to him. Drew Brees. They got upgraded.
Yeah, they upgraded.
They had a great day.
They did. And I was
Well, it
like,
started out pretty rough.
yeah, I'm saying it was a rough day for them.
Well, we could look at the positive, and maybe we gained a listener or two.
Probably not.
Maybe they were like, "Let's check this guy out."
I doubt that. But it was fun. By the end of the time, we were getting along pretty good.
Did you talk to all those people, like Marcus Allen and them?
I talked to Phil Fulmer, Coach Fulmer, for a while. He's awesome.
Who's he?
Philip Fulmer?
Not ringing a bell. Oh. Who is he?
And I was like
You know
geeking
that
out.
is?
You don't know who Philip Fulmer is?
No, I don't. I
Oh my
don't.
gosh.
Wow, yeah, I was geeking out.
Like old school coach?
And he gave me his like number and his email, and I'm nervous to even text him or call him.
Text him right now. Just be like, hey, man, thinking about you.
I put it at home.
Thinking about
Thinking
you.
about you.
Philip Fulmer, he won national championships at Tennessee. Then was like the head athletic, still is,
Okay.
or maybe isn't anymore, but whatever. Anyway, I'm done. Anyway, it was tough, but I did it. I fought through it. I'm awkward. I feel sorry for people that get stuck with me, like in life, and my wife. I'm like, I'm so sorry for her because she got stuck with me. It was just a version of that. All right, you guys can call if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. That's our number, 877-77-BOBBY. Give us 1 second. Be back. Amy got in trouble.
Oh.
Amy got in trouble. Remember that time?
I know. I don't want to bring up past times.
What do you mean?
I don't want to bring up NPR.
It's a pattern.
No, it's not a pattern.
Remember that time?
This
Come
is
on.
different, though.
No, let me just set the stage.
This is very different.
Let me just set the stage.
And sometimes, you know,
No, I hear you.
I need to learn again, you know, and I'm open to learning.
Yeah. So there was this church here in town called The Revenant. There's a big documentary about it.
The Rembrandt.
Whatever. No, the Rembrandts. No, they sang the Friends song. What is it called? The Revenant, maybe DiCaprio's movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever it is. They had a plane crash. And then some people are like, oh, they're covering it up because of all the shady stuff that's happened at the church. Whatever. And Amy's like, I heard they're not dead. I heard that.
I heard from people in town.
And so she says this on the air. The Remnant.
The
Remnant.
Yes, the Way Down Workshop.
Where she said if you get skinnier, you're closer to God, and she made a bunch of money. Whatever.
Yeah, my mom did it back in the 90s.
Amy
Crazy.
said, I heard they're not dead, and NPR covered it and said,
No.
Amy's wrong.
Like they called her out.
They called her out. Hilarious.
You know, I wasn't saying it was a fact. I said I heard. I wasn't like.
So you're just spreading rumors.
Amy
then.
goes, why are their bodies? Why haven't they been found?
Yeah,
This
the
is the
body-
article.
Oh, wow.
Host
wow.
Amy Brown asked. She went on to say that Shamblin's body was never recovered.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
We were we're friends around a microphone having a conversation, which is sometimes how I treat it, which I need to step back and
The
realize.
hosts of iHeartRadio's Bobby Bones Show broadcast their theories. They, including Amy Brown, said she faked her death when her husband's private plane crashed into Percy Warner Lake in May.
Yeah. Let's not revisit this because
Right.
now it's going to come back up.
Cool. So the
I was-
comma, there's now a new story.
Come on.
Amy's in trouble.
Amy.
Go ahead.
Aw. Okay, so I was.
Tell them what you said the first time, though.
Okay, I was a Kappa Gamma at Texas A&M. I got a letter from my chapter saying
Don't say
they
that
had
yet.
been.
No, just say what you said on the air. Remind them what you said before you say why you got in trouble.
I kind of remember, but go ahead.
Yeah, but our listeners.
They're suspended, and I said that I saw on Reddit that they got suspended because they played blackout or back out.
Which means you drink so much you black out,
terrible.
or you back out of being in the sorority.
Right, with incoming college girls. So they were still in high school. So it was inappropriate, whatever. That is, I don't know that is true. That's from Reddit.
And you can't say that now because you definitely did not point that direction.
I did. I said it. I said I said I had to do research.
I know, but you're not like, I don't know if it's true. You were like, I saw it on Reddit. This is the deal. And then you researched it.
You're right. I treated it as fact when it is not a reliable source. It was theories based on the suspension, which I got a letter saying they had been put on probation or whatever, suspension. And I decided to then do research, and that's what I came across. And then I chose to say it on air, and that was irresponsible. So the current president of the Kappas at Texas A&M right now sent me an email.
Oh my goodness, Amy, Kat got your tongue. I mean,
boy, I know she's struggling.
I mean, you are struggling right now.
Because I'm mortified.
Go ahead.
And last night when I read the email, I was like, I hate myself. But then I had to forgive myself, and then I also asked that she forgive me.
Paraphrase the email for the guys in
It's
the
long.
studio and the listener. But just
It's
paraphrase
long.
it.
Paraphrase is that since that episode aired, which she had the date, May 12th, aired, multiple people, alumni, parents, members, have sent her that episode to hear because they are concerned about their children participating in blackout. So anyway, long story short, it's not what it was.
Long story short, by the way, guys. This is long story long, but go ahead.
It was something to do with Snapchat. They clarified it. I don't even get into the details because I don't really care.
What the email said, as I read it, basically somebody was recorded drinking
underage on Snapchat. So
Is
this
that
and
why you
they've been.
suspend a sorority?
I don't know. Listen,
That seems a lot different than back
I am
out
not
of blackout.
speculating anything because it's not my place.
But you do all the time.
Not right now.
We're just friends talking, you know?
And
We're just buddies around the old microphone.
And I forget that. And I just feel bad that they've been working hard to repair some of the stuff and that there's incoming, pledges, members, there's parents that are like, whoa, that could potentially say, I don't want my daughter to be a Kappa. And I would hate that because I enjoyed my experience as a Kappa and they are a wonderful group of girls. And
you're just filibustering.
I'm very proud of them. So I emailed her immediately and apologized.
Okay.
And owned my negligence.
You haven't really owned it here. You kind of danced around it a lot.
No, I'm telling you I'm telling you. Okay, then I'll own it.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll read you the email
No,
that I
it's okay.
sent her.
I don't need that.
It is I owned it. I asked for forgiveness. I told her that I shouldn't, even if it was fact, it was not my place to share it.
No. If it's fact, it's okay to share it.
Well,
like
it
that's
wasn't.
that's a news story.
But
That's
I
one under fact.
didn't have it as fact. And I'm not a journalist, but if I were, I would have to prove it. And sometimes we are here and we do report the news at times. And so people hear us, and I forget that people hear us. And the fact that multiple people sent her that episode,
So you forget the microphone in front of your
it
face?
just made me
We
so
just hang out.
embarrassed.
She forgets we're even on the air.
We do.
Yeah.
Sometimes we say things that we regret, and that is one of them.
Absolutely. That's what.
Yes.
That's the thing right there. I say stuff too all the time. I'm like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
What's up?
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Like, oh,
She got again, huh?
Got again. I mean, oh.
I know.
Good for you for coming on here and kind of admitting.
Kind of. I fully admitted it.
You got
but
there.
what happened was half people that were listening turned the radio off because you were like not getting to the
Really?
point. Yeah, and so they didn't
I
hear
feel
it.
like some of those details were necessary.
Now you got to go to Reddit and say, guys, you guys are wrong. I got an
No.
email from
Yeah.
the president.
Yeah, make it right.
Yep.
Okay.
Whatever.
Thank you, Amy. What did we learn?
Kappas are great.
No.
No, Amy.
Okay.
The cat.
That's not what you learned. What you learned is you can't present things as fact. If
I was joking. I just wanted to shout out to the Kappas there that are working really hard to repair things. And what I learned is I am not going to say anything or try not to say anything unless I have it as fact.
there you go. I am not committing to that, but
That's why I said try.
yeah, but I will just say the word allegedly beforehand.
I like that.
Yeah, there you go. Let me go talk to Lisa in Mobile, Alabama. Hey, Lisa, welcome to the Bobby Bone Show. What's going on?
Good morning. Morning, studio.
Morning.
So, me and my son listen to you guys every morning, and he wanted to see if you may say, if you would sing the Tuesday song. Today is his 11th birthday, and he's like, what a coincidence. Do you think he'd sing the Tuesday song for my birthday?
What's his name? Cody?
Cody.
What is it? Cody? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's listening now or is he already at school since it's late?
We
Okay.
were in Carline. I told him we could listen back at the
Boom.
podcast.
We'll do
but
that.
He also said to say, Lunchbox, you're awesome, from Cody.
Smartest 11-year-old out there. Happy birthday, Cody.
Cody, this is for you, buddy. Happy 11th birthday. Sorry you couldn't hear it live, but this will be on the podcast forever for you. It is a song about Tuesday. Thank you very much. Let's go. Because there aren't enough songs about Tuesday because every day's about Friday and Saturday. So we made this song so people would appreciate Tuesday, which is today. And here we go.
Come on.
The best day of the week, you all know it's my time. So I made a song about Tuesday, so happens it rhymes. The lowest number of crimes, a super bingo at 9. I don't know how you do your Tuesday, this is how I do mine. The sun comes up, there's a smile on my mouth. Why? Because I love Tuesday is the first thing I shout. Free Zumba this morning, every Tuesday at 5. I got my spandex on, it's time to head to the Y. I said Tuesday, HOA Tuesday. Housewives gon' booze day. I'm just talking about Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Is my recycling on the curb as I drive off? Yep, my recycling's on the curb. I mean, Fridays are fine because they're casual and all, but I'm always more productive on my Tuesday conference call. My after work plans. I got my spray tan. I'm drinking lemon water, adding me some cayenne, pebbles and bam bam. I'm watching C-SPAN, and then it's 2 for 1 at Sonic with the Coney in each hand. I say Tuesday, HOA Tuesday. Housewives gon' booze day. I'm just talking about Tuesday. Tuesday. Brown cow goes moose day. Eat some cashews day. I'm just talking about Tuesday. It's Mardi Gras on a Tuesday. I go to Krav Maga on a Tuesday. I'm playing Pokemon on a Tuesday. Came out of my mom on a Tuesday. Happy birthday, Cody. That's a Tuesday song. Number 1 in America. If number 1 means number 10,032, that's right. All right, happy birthday, buddy. All right, that's it. Thank you, guys.